For eons, human beings have believed that their personalities were determined by external forces. We used to believe it was stars, creating charts for people to understand themselves better. Of course not. That is absolutely ridiculous. The truth is, the only thing that determines whether or not people actually like you in real life or not is your main in Mortal Kombat 1. Hey, I do not make the rules. It's literally true. Now, before we get into my opinion, I want to make something very clear. Your self-worth should be entirely decided by my opinion in this video. These are not necessarily opinions. They are Flounda facts, trademark. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the first character. If you happen to play Kitana, there is a substantial chance that you use the phrase slay quite often. Like, slay! Fair enough. You were definitely bullied in middle school, but you had a glow up. High school was that time for you. Maybe not even high school. Maybe a little bit towards the end here. You definitely had a glow up, though. Congratulations on no longer being the weird kid. Just my only advice to you, stay there. Don't get any weirder. Understand your place. Understand the trials you had to go through. Don't make the same mistakes you made in middle school. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, yeah, I remember you from high school. Oh, yeah, how you doing? Oh, yeah, you've probably heard that quite a bit. You're the weird kid. Sorry, you didn't go the same route as the Kitana players. You didn't have that glow up. You're still not doing the best. Please stop coming up to my car for money. I'm proud of you. That's all I can really say. This character is not played very often. I don't even really have a great personality gauge on this character other than there might be none. You might be a bookworm. Not to say that all bookworms don't have personalities, just a lot of them. If you like Tanya, I am not very sure that you were the most popular person ever, but that's okay because you like yourself and I'm proud of you. So continue doing what you're doing. If you play Rain, there are two distinct personality types with Rain players. There's A, the people who are promised a premier zoner and are very disappointed, and B, chill ass people. Both of you need to stop using the word moist. If you find yourself playing Smoke at this point in Mortal Kombat 1's life cycle, I am actually not upset with you. Smoke has a lot of counters to his kit. You can uplock most of his strings, and at this point, Smoke is not nearly as annoying as everyone thought he was going to be. I'm actually quite proud of you for sticking with your guns and playing the character that you find fun. Now, there are two possibilities for you picking Smoke in the first place. Number one, you saw how flashy he was. You were like, oh my god, this is badass. He looks sweet. He's teleporting around doing all these jumps. Holy shit, he's a ninja. Number two, you're like Zaza. My Smoke is green. If you find yourself playing Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 1, there is a very, very high chance that you find yourself referring to every Gatorade flavor as the color, not the flavor. Other than that, I have absolutely no quarrel with you. You probably are new to Mortal Kombat, so you picked the cover character, you like Scorpion, or you like this Deadly Alliance skin, which is the coolest skin in the entire game. That's the reason I picked up Scorpion, and that's the reason I haven't played him since it came out. If you are a Sub-Zero player post-beta, I'm just gonna say you like BDSM, and that's weird. You like being tortured. You like being hit and stabbed and punched and burned. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know why you do this to yourself, and I want you to stop bitching about it too. If you want to do this to yourself and pick Sub-Zero online in Combat League, then stop crying, okay? You're the one who's putting that whip in your ass, not me. If Reptile is your main character, you definitely fuck with dinosaurs as a kid. We should have been friends, all right? I had the T-Rex toys and everything, and I know you did too. That's why you're playing Reptile. I still think it's absolutely hilarious that every single ninja in the game has like different elements, and Reptile is just lizard and acid. It's goofy. But let me tell you, if you play Reptile, you're having a lot of fun, and that's okay. I'm glad that you're having fun. I'm glad that you're picking a character that's just fun. You're not going for the high tiers. You're not going for the low tiers. You're just having a good time, and you're playing the characters that you enjoy. Keep doing you, buddy. If you play Li-Mei, That's kind of cool, but it's also pretty weird. It's like, I don't know. I wasn't very excited to hear about this character coming back. And then her gameplay came out and she had like lines and shit. And I was like, oh my God, she looks awesome. And then her real gameplay came out and she just throws lanterns and shit at you. I'm like, oh, that's not a lion. Significantly less cool. Li-Mei's definitely got some interesting options. She's stuck to Scorpion cameo, which kind of sucks. If you play Li-Mei, okay. Congrats. If you picked Kenshi, you picked him with the intention of being a big brain player, not knowing that you're picking one of the most brain dead characters in the whole game. I'm sure that most people who play Kenshi realize this. Once you learn your first combo, you're destroying everybody. It doesn't even matter. You don't need to use a single other tool other than your first Sento combo. Kenshi has the guise of being super hard and all these challenging mechanics with some of the easiest gameplay loops I've ever seen. I would personally say that Kenshi is going to take over once Cyrax is nerfed. So if you're playing Kenshi, you are sitting in the shadows and you are just happy with your top tier. And you're just waiting until everybody catches on to the fact that he's not as hard as he seems. So if you're playing Baraka on Mortal Kombat 1, I like the red flavor of crayon. If you're playing Geras, hell yeah, dude, I'm proud of you. You're actually playing someone who's hard to play, intelligent, actually the hardest character in the game, not like Kenshi where everyone thinks he is and he's super easy. Geras is genuinely difficult, has some of the craziest gameplay loops in the game, and I think that he's a whole lot of fun. I need to pick him up because every time I watch a good Geras do something crazy, it makes me jealous. If you play Shang Tsung, you definitely walk around public smirking at people. Like, oh, yes. Doing that shit to people thinking you look cunning. You don't. You look weird, and you have a neck beard. Shave that shit. Otherwise, if you're not doing that stuff, you're chill. You're gonna have to wait at least another 3 months to get good at the game so you can learn the other characters. And you have some of the most insane zoning in this game. I am kind of scared for players to pick up on that. Shang Tsung's Scorpion cameo is the most annoying zoning I've ever dealt with. These are my type of people right here. If you're playing General Shao, you don't give a fuck about the tier list. You picked the character that looks badass. Hey, this guy's got a big axe, I'm ready to rumble. And that's all you needed. It sucks that he's not the best, but General Shao players have been making it work with Kung Lao. And if you're playing General Shao, you have a massive schlong. And if you don't have a schlong, wide. Something's got to be wide. If you play Sindel, you probably like step on people on camera for money or something. I don't really know. I've never met a Sindel player, but I imagine they all wear like mistress gear and walk around with like bald men on leashes. I don't necessarily know how else you could play this character. It's like the personification of the girl boss. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. And this is MK9 Sindel too. Y'all know what happened with MK9 Sindel. If you play Reiko, you definitely fuck with the WWE. You've definitely sent a couple of friends through a couple of tables, and you definitely had a couple of fights with your teddy bear as a child. Guilty as charged, not gonna lie. But that is why Reiko is so cool. You can DDT people, you can do suplexes on them. It's hilarious. I genuinely think that all Reiko players have to be some kind of wrestling fan because the influence is just too strong on this character. If you're playing Reiko and you're throwing projectiles, however, you are the scum on the bottom of my shoe. Every time I play against one of you, I can smell you through my microphone, and it smells rancid. If you're playing Raiden, can you start being honest with yourself? The reason you're playing Raiden isn't because you like Raiden, it's because you suck. And the character that you like the most, you are too bad with to play online. So how about you stop wasting your time on Raiden, not having fun, and pick the character that you enjoy playing. It's going to be harder, it's going to be more tedious, but it is more rewarding, I promise. And if your favorite character truthfully is Raiden, no bullshit, I apologize for you. I apologize that your character is so busted because I've been in that spot where my character is so broken, I am begging for them to get nerfs so people stop crying to me. I understand and I feel for you. In these trying times, I will be your friend. If you are a Liu Kang main, there is a pretty good chance that you're starting out the game pretty recently. You're learning the game with Liu Kang. Liu Kang is the best starter character in Mortal Kombat 1 in a lot of people's opinions, mine included. However, if you're not new to the game and you're still playing Liu Kang, you like how this motherfucker feels like Goku now. He's pushing you into black holes, he's throwing double dragons at you, doing a bunch of crazy shit. And you love how he feels with Kung Lao. You love that Shaolin Monks feel. One of my favorite games of all time. Liu Kang is definitely a lot higher tier, and people are starting to realize this. So now that you're a little bit more humble about how you've been performing on a character that was ass, just stick with it. If you're playing Johnny Cage, you are so annoying, dude. Every single time I go to throw a meaty, go fuck yourself. I'm sick of getting caged online, especially when you rip out your Ethernet cable when you go to press that button. I'm sick of it. And Johnny Cage is the safest motherfucker on earth. He might as well have an orange safety cone on top of his head at all times, because if I want to hit this guy, I've got to throw him. That's it. With that being said, Johnny Cage is a funny fella. If you're playing Johnny Cage, you're hopefully a funny fella, or you're a wannabe funny fella. Don't be a wannabe funny fella, because no one thinks you're funny. Keep playing Johnny Cage. Be wary of the future. I think this character might receive some changes. If you're a real Johnny fan, you won't leave, okay? If you're a real Johnny fan, if you really like to cage people, you won't leave. So we'll see how that goes. If you're playing Kung Lao, you're either an OG Mortal Kombat fan or you love Ip Man. Either or, Kung Lao is absolutely badass in this game, one of the most fun characters in this game. And most people who play Kung Lao, unlike the character, are pretty humble. Most people I've met who are Kung Lao mains are actually pretty chill. They just like to use their plus frames in peace. They don't spam their hat all the time. They don't even have that annoying ass teleport. So they're a lot more humble in this game. And they're a lot more respectable. If you're playing Kung Lao, if you're playing Ashrah, you are a strange and off-putting individual. I would compare your eyes to that of a skinwalker. Every time someone looks in your direction, they feel a bit uncanny. Other than that, you're probably chill. There are definitely some weird things going on in your basement, however. None of my business, none of my concern. Keep playing this character if you enjoy her. I think the Ashrah is pretty cool. I'm very happy to see unique character with interesting pressure being utilized more often, and I think we'll start seeing more Ashrahs in the future. She is just a lot of fun. If you're playing Nitara, I hope to God that you're playing without headphones. I'm really sick of celebrities doing voice acting. Can we just get people who are voice actors? It ruined the character for me. It just does. If you're playing Nitara, though, you're like a goth girl, maybe. I don't know. I've seen like one Nitara online one time. I got smoked. I completely forgot this character was in the game until I made this video. Here's to hoping for some buffs in the future. Now, come on, guys. If you play Havik, you're just like the coolest person ever, I think, you know? You're definitely like 6'6", 3,000 pounds, pure muscle. Can lift whatever the hell you want. No issue, no big deal. There is some baggage that comes with playing Havik, though. You will always be second to Big Flounder. You will never surpass Big Flounder in terms of Havik gameplay. That is the only issue about playing Havik. Other than that, things are great. He's incredibly fun. He's hilarious. And most Havik players know how to have a good time. And there it is. The end of our list. I hope you're not too butthurt if I said anything bad about your main. I honestly don't really care. It's the truth. Like I said, these are Flounder facts, trademarked. If you have an issue with anything I said, let me know in the comments. I won't be reading them, but I'm sure there are people who will care about that. I only read comments that agree with my opinion because those are the right ones. With that being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really had a fun time making this. Obviously, a lot of jokes today. None of this was too serious. Don't get too angry. If you enjoyed today's content, please go ahead and give this video a like. Let me know your thoughts on the video in the comment section. Give me a subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't, and subscribe to my Twitch. I'm live every single day playing Havik on Mortal Kombat 1. So give me a follow there, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Of course not. That is ridiculous. The truth is, the only thing that determines whether or not people actually like you in real life is your Mortal Kombat 1 made. Made